Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephen Adetolu and I'm a Maxwell Leadership Certified Coach, Speaker and Trainer. On my YouTube channel, I share my personal growth journey, how I am evolving, okay, and how I am learning and growing, okay. So these days I'm going to be zeroing in on my financial growth, okay. So today I want to speak about some investment mistakes, okay, that you should avoid, okay. I made a lot of blunders when I started my journey in the in the investment world, okay. You see, when I started working, I just knew that a portion of my salary should be kept for investment. I even though I didn't have a plan, I didn't have a thorough plan, but I just knew. And I guess I inherited this from my mother. My mother was a trader, and growing up with my parents, my mom, who was a trader, my mom virtually has a savings for everything, okay, virtually everything. School fees, we stayed in a barracks, so no rent. uh she her kitchen utensils, her clothing, she has savings for everything. Today it could be 10 naira for this. She has different, adashe, what they call adashe in Hausa, they call it ajo in uh in Yoruba, I don't know what they call it in Igbo. So I grew up practically with all of those. I see my mom, as a matter of fact, because I was involved in her business, okay. I was responsible for giving, whoever was responsible for collecting the money. So it became a part of me. So you see how I transitioned into my saving culture was actually built, okay, from when I was growing up with my parents. So it was much easier for me to adapt, even though I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that I should build a system by intuition. I just knew that a certain portion of my salary has to be kept, and that has really helped me. Number one mistake you should avoid is that you should not invest in a business that you know nothing about. You see, when I started this journey, for me it was not investment. It was more like money doubling schemes. These MMM thing and all of that. I had so many of them. I reside in Jos, okay, Plateau State. You had the likes of Modicom, Covenant Fadama, my wise. I had money in all of those. You see, when they started, yeah, they will give you 25%, 50% of your premium, but after 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, they will disappear. Okay, so I didn't know the products they were selling, no services. They didn't stay in business for too long. I didn't do a clear research. So do not invest in a business that you know nothing about. Okay, in essence, okay, I mean, do a thorough, in-depth research of the organization that you are investing in. Okay, for instance, today I invest a significant chunk of my money with Mary Stem. Mary Stem is established, and they've been in business of building wealth for over 15 years thereabout. Okay, I do my high yield savings with PiggyVest. I do with I have Afri Invest. I do with Optimus and all of that. So it is very important that you understand this. Number one mistake that I told you: do not invest in a scheme. Okay, excuse me, do not invest in a scheme or in a business that you know nothing about, especially when they have no product, when they have no services, when they've not been long in business. They just show up and they promise you, don't go into that. Number two, when the promise is too good to be true, run away. Okay, do not invest in a scheme when the profit is too good to be true, especially when they tell you things like 50% or they will double your money. Please stay away. That is not an investment. Okay, that is just a ploy to get your money and run away. Okay, please don't fall a victim. I fell a victim severally. Okay, I lost my hard-earned money when I was starting. Okay, and I'm telling you, do not succumb to such lies. It is very important that you get this. Okay, and then number three, don't just put your money. Understand what investment is all about. So, which is why you must be literate, financially literate. Read a lot of financial books. Enhance your financial capacity. I mean, understand how money works. It is very important. When I started, I didn't know how money works. I didn't understand how investment works, and for me, I just inherited from my mom, who was a trader. She does that, she does this, and I just inherited it. So, but owing to the mistakes I made, okay, I just realized that I needed to immerse myself in learning about finances. So immerse yourself, learn how money works, okay? Learn the principles, learn the methodologies, learn everything that you need to know about money, okay? Then number 4, make sure, okay? Make sure that you do not, okay, invest your money in Ponzi scheme. Okay, don't go into Ponzi scheme business. That is not an investment. Okay, investment is built over time. Oh, wealth rather is built over time. Okay, anything that promises you, way beyond what is obtainable in the investment world is a lie. It's a ploy. It's a bait to get your money. Wealth is built over time. There is no such thing as get rich quick scheme. That is not how investment works. Okay, so those are the mistakes I want you to avoid as much as you can. And then number 5, which is the last, okay, please do not make the mistake of going into investment without planning. Have a budget. You must have a budget. Okay, it is very important. Don't just wake up one day. Otherwise, you know what happens? You will go back and want to liquidate your investment. Investment, like I said, is a long time game. Okay, building wealth is a long time game. So make sure you've given it a thought, discuss it with your spouse, discuss it with your benefactors or beneficiaries, whatever, okay, and ensure that you have a financial budget. And in this financial budget, you are spelling out, okay, what you are going to be allocating for your investment, because you are in it for the long haul. Understand this, okay? So these are the 5 mistakes that I want you to avoid even as you go into investment. Most of my videos going forward is going to be centered around building or creating wealth, okay? How I am building, okay, wealth over time. So follow me. If you are not yet following me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification bell so that when next I upload new video, because I do this every week, you will be notified instantly. And do me a favor, you see that like button beneath this video, please hit that like button so that we will tell the YouTube algorithm that this video is valuable, and they will send it to as many people that need to see it. If you've been blessed by this video today, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, that is if you have not yet subscribed, and look out for my next video where I'll be speaking about another very, very interesting and transformative journey that will surely transform your finances. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Once again, my name is Stephen Adetolu. Cheers.